So this issue originally started in January of 2018, so it was about a year ago today. And it originally started because I used to work late. I would come home around 6, 7 o'clock, and then Marcus sometimes would be home all day, and his mom didn't have time to take him out. So I would take him running in the hallway. We had a soft soccer ball. We'd kick that, go to the elevator at the very end of the hallway. We had a little RC car. We'd go into the lobby, play with the RC car for 10 minutes, and then come back upstairs. It was just a way of getting him out of the house. So we did that a few times, and then the property manager, Serge, sent us over an email and said, hey, there's some complaints about you guys running in the hall. Would you mind to stop? And I responded, respectfully, of course, sorry, won't happen again. And that was the end of that. And then about a week later, Serge came over and served me with what he called a disturbance notice. And on that notice, it said, if you get 3 of these, you'll be evicted. And at that point, I was definitely upset. And I wrote a long email explaining the entire situation. I attached PDFs of all of our previous correspondence showing them that I'm always willing to comply. Every time they asked me to specifically stop doing something, I stopped doing it. At this point, they were just saying, keep it down or else we'll evict you. This building itself is, it's a wood frame building. There's definitely very little soundproofing between floors. I mean, the people that are below us now were complaining that they could hear us opening and closing doors. So it's clearly not soundproof. So, I really felt like they were targeting and harassing me. They were targeting me to evict me. He even told me that he had evicted other people. The manager said he had evicted other people for similar reasons before. And, I felt like I was being targeted and harassed. So that's when I filed my first dispute with the residential tenancy branch. And in that dispute, I was actually asking for a remuneration for their constant badgering of me for months. I was asking for a full month reimbursement for our rent. So they offered me to move me on the bottom floor or into a townhouse. And this unit that we live in now is arguably the best unit in the whole building. It's a loft by the water. It's actually, I lived for 6 months prior to moving here. And before that, the last place I lived there for a decade. I don't like moving. And regardless, if I wanted to move, why would I only restrict myself to 2 options that are managed by the same property managers who have been targeting and harassing me for months? I have every option available to me, that would work for me. So why would I only take 2 options? So I actually believe that they were, in a sense, mocking me with those suggestions. They even offered me a full month's rent. It was, $28.65. They offered me to move, and I also refused that as well. It just wasn't worth it for me to move, even for that. There's just a lot of headache moving, trying to find a place, going out and looking at places, right? And again, this is a unique place that I spent 6 months looking for.